Adam Mankuta here for Phantom Sports. A little college pick'em for you this week as we get ready for Week 7 in college football. We're not going to take the TCU Texas Tech game tonight simply because we don't know if Tech starting quarterback Alan Bowman's going to play because of his partially collapsed lung that he suffered a couple weeks ago in the West Virginia game. But let's dive right in with how we did last week. A little up and down. However, 9 games over 500 to start the season. Heading into this week, great start for us. Big games this week, starting with Wisconsin and Michigan. You got a battle in the Pac-12, a battle in the SEC, and also UCF looking to remain perfect. But let's start in the Big Ten. You got Wisconsin traveling to Michigan for a Saturday primetime game. That Michigan loss to Notre Dame keeps looking better and better considering Notre Dame remains unbeaten. So to me, Michigan's going to have a little too much on offense. They're a little better offensively. Shea Patterson's a better quarterback than what Wisconsin's rolling out there with. So to me, they'll slow Jonathan Taylor down a little bit. Michigan gets the win and covers 8.5 at home. Then we'll go down to LSU, who's coming off an ugly loss at Florida. I do think Georgia wins this game behind Jake Fromm in that offense. However, I do not see them covering the 7.5, which is what the current point spread is. To me, the Tigers will play enough defense, slow them down. They'll slow Swift down enough. I think Georgia wins this game by 5 or 6, not 7.5. Battle in the Pac-12 is key between Washington and Oregon. Oregon had that ugly loss at home against Stanford. Washington had the Week 1 loss against Auburn. To me, they're the only team in the Pac-12 that might be able to make the playoff, and I think that's even a stretch. To me, Washington goes into Oregon with a better defense, slows Herbert down, and gets the win, and covers the 3-point spread. Then in Iowa State, you got West Virginia, who's the sole hope for the Big 12 to get into the playoff after the Oklahoma loss last week. Will Greer's a weapon. Gary Jennings Jr., weapon. David Sills, weapon. Too many weapons for Iowa State to cover. The spread's only 6.5, so you got to win by a field goal or by a touchdown. Give me West Virginia, the number 6 team in the country, to win in Ames this weekend. Then you got UCF and Memphis. Look, UCF hasn't lost in about 2 years, and Memphis is a good team, but they won't be able to slow down Mackenzie Milton and that high-powered Knights offense. Look, they're going to tell you that they're still the national champs from last year when we know they're not, and they're only ranked number 10 this year, but they literally will not have a shot to get into the playoff. But their momentum carries them big this week. I think they win this game by 14, 17 points at Memphis this week. And if you want to talk upset alert, this is an interesting one. You have Colorado, who's ranked number 19 in the country, but a 7-point underdog at USC. Too much of the Chenault Jr. show here. Guy's been an electric wide receiver. Last week had 13 catches, 4 total touchdowns, 2 in the air, 2 on the ground. I think Colorado goes into USC and wins the game outright. So give me Colorado as our upset pick for this week. For plenty more coverage throughout the college football season, you can catch us on the Phantom Facebook channel, as well as checking all of our picks out for college this week at watchphantom.com. Enjoy the games this weekend, and let's get some money for all of our wallets.